Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. My name is Nate, and today I want to share with you some really important and crucial updates in regards to Magic Square's development. As you can see, this article was published yesterday on TechCrunch, which is one of the largest technology blogs or websites that gives updates. And as you can see, Crypto.com Capital joins as a strategic investor to Magic Square, basically together with Binance Labs, Republic, KuCoin Labs, Huobi Ventures, Gate.io Labs. I think I missed a few, but really big and important players that are joining this journey in order to build a market-neutral distribution marketplace for Web3 and blockchain applications. So as you can see, we're going to go in this video, talk a little bit about this article, what it means for you, either if you're a creator, like a developer that wants to build apps, or as a user of Web3 and blockchain. And we're also going to give some really important updates on the Magic Store itself, some new timelines, some new updates. And as you can see, it also was published on the block. Crypto.com backs Discovery Platform Magic Square amid fundraising flurry. We updated, of course, on our Medium. If you aren't subscribed to all of our socials, then the links are going to be down below. But let's start with this article. So this startup is building a Web3 friendly app store for developers. I would say they missed here for users as well. Okay, because if I'm a developer and if I want, I spend a lot of money and time building this amazing play to earn game or NFT marketplace or whatever it might be, then where do I distribute it, right? You can go to websites and kind of pay them, but there isn't any market neutral distribution marketplace for blockchain that works as a DAO, meaning that it's decentralized. Okay, if users are currently adding applications to the App Store, Google Play, then Google and Apple are the ones that are checking the applications. Okay, but in Web3 and in blockchain, we all know that we want to enhance decentralization, we want to enhance user equality, and that's why through this transition, it's very important that it's being done as a DAO, as a decentralized autonomous organization, and not as a centralized place saying, okay, you know what? You're from this country? No, you get a bad score. You're from, these are your founders. They have a bad background. No, this, okay, we want the community and the validators to do the job. And let's start. So Apple's 30% tech tax on developers has not just antagonize consumer tech giants like Epic Games and Spotify, but also turning Web3 startups against it. Okay, a lot of people through the Web3, they know that if they upload it, and most of the applications currently can't even get uploaded to the App Store and Google Play. Okay, so that's kind of very important to distinguish the differences. Okay, it's not. We need somewhere that all blockchain projects can list and that users know, okay, here I'm going to find blockchain related projects and not get mixed by the millions of applications out there. So, founded last year, Magic Square is building an app store that lets developers list projects that are vetted by the community. And its initial traction, 250,000 users have signed up to test it. Its upcoming beta version has helped it attract investor attention. So these 250,000 users, I have to say, as someone that's head of business development and sales in the company, this has been done with almost zero paid marketing. Okay, so how did we reach 250,000 users? A lot came from our partners, Binance Lab posting it, Huobi, KuCoin, Republic kind of helping us push, but most of it came from the applications that are listed. Okay, so once the application, for example, we just added Second Life, right? Let me just refresh here, which is a huge game, Mobox, right? All these different games, once they get listed, they do announcement, we do AMAs with them. So a lot of the users that signed up and created a Magic ID came from these partnerships. Okay, we literally spent almost $0 on paid advertising. So Magic Square's valuation jumped to $75 million after recently raising an additional $1 million, up from the $30 million price tag of its $3 million seed round led by Binance Labs and Republic. That was in July. The startup is now seeking to raise $4.4 million at $120 million valuation. CEO Andre Neiman told TechCrunch. Crypto.com Capital, the VC arm the namesake crypto exchange has joined as a strategic investor and will leverage the large pool of projects listed on the exchange to help Magic Square onboard more developers. Okay, so the main idea behind Magic Square, which I'll get to it in a second. I mean, we can continue to read it, but I'll just leave you the link for the full article, and I'll share with my own words. And again, all these articles, I'm going to leave you the links. So the main idea, to anyone who's kind of new and doesn't understand, there's currently about 1.6 million daily active users of Web3 applications. Okay, you can check this statistics because it's all on the blockchain. In the internet, or Web2, we can say, there's about 4 billion daily active users. Now, there's been a study that's kind of, researching why should people even transition to Web3 application? Like, what's the added benefit to the user? Okay. And the studies that are showing, in regards to users, there's three main areas where users very much benefit from using Web3 applications, not Web2 applications that are run on the blockchain, rather than run just on the regular internet as we know it. Okay. And one of them is personal privacy. If I'm using a certain service, Facebook, Instagram, Google, they're giving me a certain service in exchange of all of my personal information, personal data. Okay. There's a funny post about Google employees that, if you want to work at Google, you don't need to send us a CV because we already know everything about you. It's funny, but it's not really funny because it's true. Okay. And so Web3 really wants to enhance personal privacy through self-sovereign identities, through what we're building as a Magic ID, which is a self-sovereign identity, meaning that the user at the end of the day will be able to decide what information he's giving to the application and what is not. Okay, so this is the part of the Magic ID, which is similar to the Apple ID, but it's a Web3 version where you add all of your wallets and aggregate them into your personal identity. And then you can decide what information you want to give to which application. This is very, very important for personal privacy reasons. Number two is personal freedom. I'm not going to go in too much into this because we already know it. There's about 2.5 billion people that are unbanked. Blockchain allows transactions between two entities without having to worry about a trusted third party, okay, which enhances personal freedom. And number three, of course, is transparency, right? Through blockchain and Web3, users have full transparency on what's going on. Voting, it can be chain supply, anything we can, since we can't modify and change blockchain records, then everything on the blockchain is immutable, meaning that it's full transparency, right? So these three things are really in favor of the users. Now, why is there such a big gap between the amount of Web3 daily active users and Web2, we can say? There's four main things. Again, just gonna run you to give you kind of a little bit more value through this video. Number one, there isn't really a distribution and marketplace, a market-neutral distribution marketplace for application and for the users, right? If I'm a user, okay, and I want to find different applications, where do I go? Google did it for websites. If I built a website in 2000, 2001, 2002, I knew that through certain keywords, users on Google will find my website. If I have a video in 2007, 2008, I want to upload it somewhere. I want users to find it based on certain keywords and certain subjects. YouTube created a distribution marketplace for videos. Apple did it for applications. For Web3 applications, we still don't have a place. And that's what Magic Square is looking to solve. And this is one of the reasons that we believe, together with all these amazing partners, that we'll be able to bridge this gap between 1.7 million users to 4 billion daily active users through a market-neutral distribution marketplace. So that's number one. Number two is, as you can see, trust. Okay, together with being a market-neutral distribution marketplace, every application goes through 250 different validators that need to check these applications. These validators are not Magic Square employees. They go through various tests. They're anonymous, and they need to check the audit report, the speed of the application, the socials, the design, and everything, and then they give certain scores, okay? And then as a user, I can get a lot of more information in regards to, okay, this application is validated. I can get all the information. Yeah, I might as well see that, people are using it. There's of course moderators that are checking spam and bots and VPNs and proxy detection mechanisms that we use as part of the technology to kind of not to make sure that the validators, out of the pool of thousands of validators, that everything is kind of market neutral. There isn't any bias towards the application, because if someone gives a non accurate review, we can say, then through tests that we give them of applications that we just upload, we can, the mechanism can block certain proxy detection. I'm not going to get into it, but there's a lot of technology. If you want a video, comment down below on how the technology of the validators work and how the DAO actually works. Leave a comment down below if you want a more technical aspect of it. But at the end of the day, every application gets a certain validator score and a user score and a trust score. So this also brings another layer to the blockchain space where we currently don't have, okay? Trust. So we believe that through the trust mechanism that we're adding to blockchain, then more and more users will eventually be able to accept to use these applications, okay? A few other things is that there's just not enough really cool projects on Web3 and that are using blockchain, which of course is relatively new. So we believe that through time, there's going to be more and more cool applications and developers will want to move to Web3. And overall, through this distribution marketplace and through together with the partners, we believe that, and of course, together with you, the people that are listening and reading and really want to learn and join this transition, we assume that through time, once there's going to be a lot more developers coming into Web3 and building cool Web3 projects, they will need a place to distribute it. And Magic Square aims to be that market neutral distribution marketplace. So that's kind of an overall picture of the Magic. We have a lot of videos talking about, the spaces and Magic affiliates and how we want to be that one-stop shop to give everyone everything they need in terms of blockchain and Web3. Users will eventually be able to buy crypto, swap, earn, trade. You can choose which chain you want. So there's a lot of really cool features. And of course, we have the play to earn, use to earn concept with the karma score, which I talked about it in several of previous videos. So I'm not going to get into that now. But what I highly recommend you is, of course, to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're going to start adding a lot more videos right now, since we're slowly adding more features and very close to being on mainnet. I'm going to start adding a lot more videos to give you more updates. So I highly recommend you guys to subscribe to the channel, ask any question that you want. And this is kind of the last thing that I want to show you, the Magic Karma, where users will be able to earn money and rewards by accurately giving reviews and sharing and commenting and doing a lot of actions on the store itself. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I was able to kind of give you a little bit more understanding on why what we're doing is so important, how you can help by giving us more feedback, signing up, asking questions, joining our AMAs, sharing it with your friends, telling your friends that if they lost hope in Web3 because they saw everything go down by 90%, then it's still a building phase, just like the internet had the building phase, Web 1 and then Web 2. Now Web 3 has a building phase, and we're looking to take an active role in this building phase. So thank you so much, everyone. My name is Nate. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.